Everyone told me Morocco is dangerous, chaotic, and basically just one giant desert, that it's unpredictable and cut off from the modern world. But then I heard something completely different. A surf culture exploding along the coast, and a level of hospitality people said you have to experience to believe. So I was stuck. Two totally opposite stories, no idea which one was real, and instead of figuring it out from behind the screen, I went to find out for myself. Is Morocco really just an unsafe desert, or is there something everyone's getting completely wrong? There's no one at the reception. Feels more like someone's living room than a hostel. Well, there's no one here, either at the reception or the rooftop or the living room. And I have no Wi-Fi, I have no internet, I have nothing. I bought a Saily eSIM, but it didn't turn on. I'm not sure why, and I can't check why, because I have no internet. Momentum 22. At least I'm not freezing.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Ahmed.
Tibet.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Tibet.
Tiben.
Tibet.
Tibe?
Tibet.
Tiba.
At this point, I didn't even know if she worked here or if she's just staying at the hostel. But turns out she knows Nellie, a friend from my hometown that we're gonna meet in just a minute. Nellie, I see you.
Nellie, I see you.
Having hung out with Annabelle for a bit, I took off to try and find Nellie for some tea and dinner. It's amazing how when I arrived, it was like this fog, you couldn't see 100 meters. Probably 10 minutes after I arrived at the hostel, the sun came out. Look at this.
Welcome to Morocco.
This is Nellie, a friend from my hometown in Sweden, and she's living here in her van for a couple months.
We have some tea. The way to pour the tea, Moroccan tea. First, a lot of sugar, very important. So you get diabetes after 3 months here, and a lot of mint.
What happens if I don't pour it that way?
You pour it this way actually to get the bubbles, and also like to mix, of course, to mix the sugar and the mint and the tea.
Will someone be offended if I don't?
Oh, no, I don't think so, to be honest. No one cares. Oh, you're also a tourist, so...
Oh, true. How many times?
I don't know.
I just
do it a few
couple times.
But this is nice, I think. Yeah, because you want this foam on the top, you know? The bubbles.
Oh, like a beer.
Exactly. I wish.
In fact, this bar doesn't serve beer. And neither does any bar in this town as far as I know. Simply because it's a Muslim country and pretty much no one drinks here.
No. Annars så rinner det ut. Cheers in Moroccan, it's Saha. Oh, it's super hot. That's good. Also 1 kilo of sugar in it, so no wonder it's good.
Having passed the first class of Arabic tea pouring, Nellie's friend joined us with an interesting thought on the topic of traveling to Morocco, or honestly any country.
If you're afraid of Morocco,
Yeah.
you shouldn't go.
No, exactly.
You shouldn't
Never
go.
did.
Yeah, don't do it. Then something negative will happen. If you go there and say like, hey, I really want to know this culture, I'm going to talk with the people, I'm open for everyone.
Exactly, yeah.
Something wonderful will happen to you. You know?
Yes, yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Little wiser from those words, it was time to meet up with the rest of Nellie's friends for some dinner in the neighboring village. I love that you have is that called tagine?
Yes, that's a tagine.
Tagine is a traditional Moroccan, slow-cooked dish with roots that go back centuries in North African cuisine. And that's exactly what we're having tonight.
They are somewhere here. Hello, guys.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
This was Swedish friend.
Hi, I'm Rio.
Tibet.
Nice to meet you. Rio.
Yes. Rio, nice day.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. We have the traditional Moroccan tagines. The meat one is probably really good. Couscous, also famous, but I recommend tagine. But I think they are also really good at fish at this place.
Yeah. What are you having?
I think I will go for tagine.
For the 5th time this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
the
good?
only diet here.
Is it that
But
good?
It's really good and really oily and a lot of bread.
Yeah.
And the Moroccan bread is great. Really great.
What is tagine?
The thing you filmed in the car, like this pointy one, and then you can put stuff inside. So it's like boiling kind of because it's closed, you know. And you put a lot of oil, so it's really juicy, and then you eat it with bread. So if we share a tagine, everyone eats with bread in the same. You don't use like a fork, you know.
It can be a lot of different things inside it.
Yeah, you can put whatever you want. Sometimes if I just have spare vegetables and
ice
put it in
cream.
the tagine. Yeah, I mean that's a
Probably.
dessert tagine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sir.
Change.
This one looks quite shitty, to be honest. I mean, it's also supposed to be egg. Pick it up.
Cheers. That was really good. I will probably eat more than one tagine during my stay here.
I think for sure.
I know I stayed the whole night with my friend and her friends, but so far, feels super safe here. This is a real surfer vibe. She told me she left the key somewhere in a pot. Nice. To answer the question of whether Annabelle works here, yeah, she stays here for free and, for example, cooks amazing breakfast in return. This is Ibrahim, who runs this surf hostel, though he felt more like a fellow guest and a friend hanging out with us. If this is the normal surf hostel vibe, I might keep booking surf hostels wherever I go, even though I don't surf. We're leaving and he brought
From yesterday.
a plate of food.
I did this, I bite, and then it's like, I cannot stop.
You were like 10 minutes ago, yeah, I'm ready. Oh, you haven't eaten? Ah, just bring the plate. But I love that they're just sitting there watching.
Yeah, but we
That's
do
nice.
the same, I swear. Like, we come here just to watch. Maybe we don't surf, but we like to check, you know, check this spot, then in the afternoon, high tide, low tide.
It's nice for me that can't surf. You can still be a part of it by watching. This is my first lesson, watch and learn. This one, watching and learning.
Now you're ready. Yeah, watch me.
Unfortunately, the waves are too big and the currents are too strong, so with me as a beginner, we can't surf today. And they're even too big for them, so we're just gonna watch. But that's nice. Anchor Point is a world-class surf spot, known for its long, powerful waves that break over a rocky reef, where lots of people go even just to watch, or like this Moroccan guy, normally living in the Netherlands, to film. What's like the best thing with Morocco, you think?
Yeah, it's like Moroccan people, like, you know, where I live in Europe, it's hard to make friends, but when you are here, it's easy to make friends and easy to talk to people and easy to, you know, like, you don't feel like scared to talk, you know?
No.
This fucking Anchor Point.
Having learned I probably will never be able to surf here, Nellie and Annabelle had to leave, so I caught a lift with their friend Flo to explore the nearby town of Taghazout. Taghazout is a small fishing village on Morocco's Atlantic coast. It's become one of Africa's most popular surf destinations, with a laid-back bohemian vibe and surf camps all over the place. Now, I learned yesterday that pretty much no one drinks alcohol here, but this is a touristy town, so maybe there is a possibility I'll find a bar here. So that's my mission right now, because I haven't been drinking a beer for the entire trip, and yeah, honestly I'd like one right now. Mission accomplished. Totally felt like an alcoholic, but I just had to ask more about the drinking culture.
How big of a percentage in Morocco, in total, drinks alcohol?
We're gonna say 22%.
22,
or,
that's specific.
Or 30 maybe.
You count on your fingers, how many times have you been drinking in your life? Like,
In my life, I'm gonna say like 4 or 5 times.
just 4 or 5 times?
We're gonna say yes.
Ah.
Having had one of the best bistro burgers of my life, amazed by all the spices, I got chatting with the guy next to me about the food, and we ended up hanging out for a bit. Or more like the entire evening.
Nice to meet you, man. You too.
At this point I started realizing how amazing solo travel really is. The freedom it brings and the people you meet because of it. Thankful for the people I had gotten to meet today, I thought it was time to head back home. But then, only 100 meters from the bar, I just met this guy on the road. Your name was Mohammed. Mohammed. This random guy wanted to show him his workplace, and it all ended up with him inviting me to his home for lunch tomorrow. In fact, this wasn't the last time I got invited to someone's home this trip. And yes, I can confirm, the Moroccans really do have an amazing hospitality. I'm not sure if we have time, but I'm just grateful he invited me. It's the Moroccan people. Eventually, it was time to head back, so I met up with Nellie, we grabbed dinner and made our way home. Finally, the day was here. It was time to surf. But since I had realized I don't have the experience to surf in these waters yet, this surfing we were about to do was not the type of surf you might be thinking of. Yeah, you guessed it, we're about to go sandboarding on Timlalin dunes. Kinda like a mini desert an hour's drive north of Tamraght. Sure, we have snowboards, but this is honestly on my bucket list, whether it's with a surfboard or a snowboard. Someone asked the guy, like, how do you even do it? And he was like, no, it's automatic.
Okay, well, okay.
This is so fun, guys!
Another bucket list item checked off. And I'll just have to do the real surfing somewhere else. Running up that hill definitely made us hungry for some traditional tagine. So when the rain started, we ran back to the car and drove to another famous surf spot called Desert Point to enjoy our lunch there. Look at this place. Wonder what kind of bird this is. It's a weird sounding bird, it can talk.
Yeah, I'm a special bird.
Tell me, how do you make your tagine?
Like this way,
Yeah?
we put some carrot under, and then we put some onion,
Yeah.
and now it's the chicken, and then after we're gonna put some other veggies.
Oh, nice.
Peppers.
Paper, is that gasoline?
Yeah, you changed our life.
Gasolina.
No, thank you.
Oh!
I need the bottle again. Oh, you make it on cold. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Traditional, eh?
yeah, brother, we are in the mountains. We are in the desert.
As Nellie said yesterday, tagine is meant to be eaten with your right hand and some bread, sitting at the floor level like this. And I don't know what it is, but there's just something about it that makes it so much more enjoyable this way. Being my last night here in Tamraght, I just have to say, if you're a surfer, totally recommend you booking a stay at Ibrahim's hostel, Surf Therapy. I think I'm going to bed already, and I guess you gotta say goodbye today, because I guess you're sleeping tomorrow, 7:30. Yeah. Yeah, but it was super nice meeting you. Thank you for taking care of me.
Of course, brother.
Yeah.
Of course. I hope you had a good time.
I had a great time. Having had 3 of the most chill days in like forever, I said goodbye to the guys by the coast and headed for the big city, where a new local friend was waiting to pick me up at the bus station.
Hi.
This is Abdu, a local who grew up in Marrakesh. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm great, you?
Welcome, bro.
What a nice ride! Hey!
Okay, let's go.
It's here? Yeah. That was a long, long way.
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked me up. Now let's shower and meet him at the spa. Probably the hottest shower I've had in a long time. Oh, I like these mats. Hi. Tibe. Together with his friend Mohammed, Abdu took me all around the city, proudly showing me everything it had to offer. Oh my god. Plan for the night was to hear some traditional live music, but first lunch at one of Abdu's favorite spots, a local chain called Beldi. You can find this at multiple places in Morocco, or?
Yeah, in Marrakesh we have 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're a bit scared to try new food, this is the perfect place to get your first taste of Moroccan cuisine. Now, time for traditional Moroccan music. Led deep down a narrow alleyway, we ended up at a super cool place called Narwama, where the main event Abdu wanted to show me took place. To answer the question about Morocco being a big, chaotic and unsafe desert, what's the best thing with living in Morocco and Marrakesh?
The people.
Yeah.
Very hospitable and welcoming. The food is amazing. The vibe of the city is full of positive energy.
So far I've only seen a mini desert or a dune, and just like Abdu says, I've felt nothing but positive energy in this surely chaotic, but definitely welcoming city of Marrakesh. Finding your way around here is so hard. I was like, I have a good memory, I'll figure it out, but I'll show you. Yesterday, on my way back to the hotel, there was this guy. He looked at me for a second and said, "Yeah, you're lost, man." And I was like, yeah. He showed me the way and he asked for money. Of course I gave him. I think his job during the nights is just to walk around finding tourists that are lost and then helping them for money. Because right away when he left me, he helped another guy and asked for money. And every time I walk here through these catacombs, there's a new guy, always someone helping tourists find their home. So I'm not the only one. And the worst part of it, the GPS doesn't work in here. Oh. Nowhere to go. Let's go back. I thought I got it this time, but no. From this point on, I was all alone in this catacomb of a city. At first, even though I felt welcoming and positive vibes, I wondered if I'd ever feel safe finding my way around here by myself. But to be honest, I felt just as safe here as on the streets back home in Sweden.
As I make it a chess. Cool. This is like a chess pieces, you see? And this is the king of chess with the ring here, you see?
How did you make the ring? What?
This is for free.
Are you sure?
It's for Bringlacts.
You're for real? Thank you so much.
This is for souvenir for Marrakesh, for handcraft.
That's so cool. I can't believe how you made this. That ring.
Let's make it here.
How many have you made during your life?
Too small, like this.
Oh, you've done it since you were a kid. For a long time then.
Slide.
What is it?
Slide. It's a snake.
I hate snakes. I hate snakes.
Sure.
Ooh.
This is a twist chess.
Cool. What's the best thing with Marrakesh?
The best thing?
Yeah.
The food.
The food, yeah. But what's the best restaurant? One place.
The street. Be careful to food the street.
Oh, yeah. The street food.
15% hospital, 15% you sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like this or like this.
First of all, I love how proud he was of his skill set. Probably there's not many in Sweden who can craft what he just did. And here, there's one around every corner. And regarding his tip, I told myself not to have any street food to avoid getting food poisoning. But the guy told me one of the best things with Marrakesh is the street food, so I guess I have to. Sure, I didn't feel 100% safe trying the street food, but fun fact. Last year, Morocco set a record welcoming almost 20 million tourists, and 95% of them said they felt safe during their stay. Looks very nice. Spoiler alert, I didn't get sick. It's actually just like I imagined. I'm glad I went because honestly, the best street food I've had in years. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Shukran. To be honest, I'm floored. I couldn't recommend visiting this amazing country more, and most of all, trying to immerse yourself in the culture. Thank you for joining the journey, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.